One of the most powerful practices of yoga is the breath, working with the breath, working with your energy, increasing your overall energy, reducing your anxiety, having the stamina and the strength to move through each day. The breath is the key to this. So a lot of times when we're practicing yoga, people think of it as doing postures or moving the body, but in reality we're moving energy. And the quickest way we learn to move energy is through our breath. There is a breath I love, a breath that I do every day for 11 minutes. And this breath has given me a boundless amount of energy, optimism, activity, alignment, all these things that people really like to have in their life. You can have it. So many people are looking for energy right now. You know, the energy drinks that people drink and all the caffeine we put sometimes into our body so we can kind of feel active enough to get through the day and get things done. What if you could not use any of that? You do not require that. The own natural prana, life force within you, can be activated in such a way that you don't need any outside stimulation to have your life be what it needs to be. This is a breath that is called breath of fire, Agni Pran. Now, if you've ever done Kundalini Yoga or seen it done or do it yourself, you know it's an essential signature practice of Kundalini Yoga. It's oftentimes accompanied by different postures, some meditations, but overall through the entire practice of Kundalini Yoga, that breath of fire is increasing the life force you have to evolve, to heal, and to be fully present with yourself. Now, many of us do it, have done it, but have you really understood the different ways you can use this breath in your life and in your practice and in different types of meditations? It seems simple. It's a quick breath in and out through the nose in that way. However, there's some ways you can add to that practice that will take you to a different level of experience with it. How you can use that breath to, first of all, give yourself the ability to create the energy you need to change. You know, people want to change, people want to grow, we want to transform, we want to evolve, but that takes a core internal energy that lives within yourself. It helps to strengthen the spiritual will that allows you to change and become who you are becoming. And to do that, we need that prana. We need that vital life force that can only be supplied by the breath. Yes, you can have a great diet. Yes, you can do all these other things that you do to make yourself better. But without the vitality, without the energy that the breath can give us, it becomes very difficult. It's said that if you can do this breath for 11 minutes, and that seems like a long time at first, maybe try a minute or 2 or 3, but if you ever work up to 11-minute practice of breath of fire, it was said in the old scriptures of yoga, this would take care of all illnesses, all diseases for the next 48 hours. Now, of course, every day is best, but just think of the possibilities that this can give you in terms of just ensuring you're going to be able to meet the challenges of the time, the necessities of the day with your life. If you feel energized, you feel on it, you feel focused, you feel active, you feel fully alive. This can only come through a proper relationship with your breath. As you do this breath, you'll discover many, many facets of it that surprise you over time. It's something that it's like building a good relationship. Over the months, over the years, as you continue with these practices, you realize the richness that they offer you, the ability to take you places you never even thought of going before inside yourself, the capacity to actually deliver yourself in the moment each day as we are demanded to do so. More so than ever, right now, when we have to do so much, it seems like so little time, we need to find a way to manage that time with our breath. It's said that when you're doing a breath of fire practice, you're actually almost like doing one long inhale, one long exhale, inhale, in and out, in and out. And that long extended breath, what it does, it makes you feel very much centered in the present moment. Consider this. All your problems, all your difficulties seem to be in the past or you imagine them to be in the future. They do not exist in the present moment. There's nothing in the present moment but yourself. To get in that present moment with yourself, breathing is fantastic, but breath of fire is the best because that rapid breath in and out, that cyclical breath you're doing over and over again, the mind cannot go anywhere else. It can't go out to the future. It can't relive the past. Why? Because it's so present-centric. The way you have to breathe it properly, you can only be here now. And when you're here now, you're fully present with the reality of who you are. And all the anxieties we tend to manufacture for ourselves, all the things we wish we had done differently, all the things that create depression and anxiety, they begin to go away when you're in that rhythm of the breath. 1 to 2, maybe 3 breaths per second. And that beautiful breath, what it does, it also stimulates and awakens the glandular system so that we can deliver ourselves in the moment as times demand. So, I'd love to share with you all the things that my wife and I have learned over the years together, working with students, ourselves, in this breath we call the breath of fire that is the essential ingredient of evolution and change in Kundalini Yoga. So please join us to learn more about breath of fire. Sat Nam.